Last week, the Trump administration announced a new policy to deter illegal immigration. If any families are caught entering illegally from Mexico, Border Patrol will take the children away from their parents indefinitely, which is a horrible proposal and a great plot for the Mexican reboot of Taken. Just be like, I have a particular set of skills. I will find you and I will kill you. But first I need you to approve my visa. Then I'm coming for you, man. But over the weekend, Trump's chief of staff and Caucasian Grinch, John Kelly, went on NPR and immigration policy came up, and this is what he had to say.
Let me step back and tell you that the vast majority of the people that move illegally into the United States are not bad people. They're not criminals. They're not MS-13.
Wow. Now, I'm not going to lie. It's nice to hear someone in the administration, especially Trump's top guy, say Mexicans aren't all criminals. But any compliment that weak is always a little suspicious. You know, if a parent-teacher conference started that way, you'd know that something crappy was coming. The teacher was like, now let's step back for a second. Your son Timmy isn't in MS-13. However. So look, if John Kelly stopped there, that would have been fine. I could go home early, but you've all seen the show and you know how this works, so let's hear the rest.
They're not criminals. They're not MS-13. But they're also not people that would easily assimilate into the United States. They're overwhelmingly rural people. In the countries they come from, 4th, 5th, 6th grade educations are kind of the norm. They're coming here for a reason, and I sympathize with the reason. But the laws are the laws.
Okay. So they're not bad people. They're just not the right people, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, overwhelmingly rural is fine as a title for a Kenny Chesney album, but not as criteria for immigrants. And it's weird to me. Here's the thing. It's weird to me that Kelly starts out talking about the law, and then he's suddenly talking about the people. Because here's the thing. If the laws are the laws, it shouldn't matter whether the people breaking them are overwhelmingly rural or not. Right? Kelly's showing his hand here. It's basically like telling someone that they're not invited to your party because you know they wouldn't enjoy it. And then after that, immediately saying, it's really more for people who don't smell that way. You gave away your game. But look, anti-immigration rhetoric is nothing new. Right? If you know anything about the story of America, this is it. The story of America is immigrants coming to a new land, and then once they arrive, trying to stop more immigrants from coming to that same land, which is crazy. It would be like if the Ant-Man joined the Avengers, and then he was like, guys, I think it's enough now. I think it's enough. Yeah, I think we've got enough Avengers, am I right? Yeah, we just needed an ant. Now we have an ant. We're good. No more Avengers. No more. What about your wasp friend? Okay, my wasp can come in. But then that's it. No more Avengers. Yeah, I need something to ride. Come on now. America has always had these attitudes about immigrants. 100-odd years ago, the Irish showed up in America unexpectedly like a U2 album on your iPhone. And back then, America started freaking out. People put up signs that said, no Irish. They even drew cartoons depicting the Irish as apes. Yeah, which is disgusting for 2 reasons. 1, because it's offensive to Irish people, and 2, because it's just lazy. You can't take the thing you call black people and use it on the Irish. That's racist appropriation. That's just lazy. And it wasn't just the Irish. In America's history, all sorts of foreigners were said to be destroying the country. Chinese people, Russians, Germans, Italians, and the lines were the same. They're bringing crime, they're bringing rapists. In fact, back in the day, Americans thought of Italy as the shithole country. Which, look, I understand. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been there, but I've been, and the streets are flooded, the buildings are falling apart. I felt like I was on a UNICEF tour. I was like, come on, man. But the truth is, though, Italian Americans, just like other groups that came here, they did assimilate. Every group can assimilate. They learned skills, they made Rocky, they became valued members of society. And are there bad apples? Of course there are bad apples, but that doesn't mean we should label all of them. We don't have to label all of them. The point is, even uneducated immigrants can make America great. And you know what? Here's a great example. An Italian day laborer named John DeMarco. He lived in America for 47 years without becoming a citizen. He was illiterate and he spoke no English. But his great-grandson went on to become a top Marine Corps general and then even became the White House Chief of Staff. So you see, folks, if it weren't for immigration, there would be no John Kelly. And without John Kelly, the White House would be in chaos. I've just unproved my point.